Well, we're back to bad weather again. It rained all weekend, so it's kind of a little too saturated to go out. It's 33 degrees as well, and Dad's got a doctor's appointment. So we got a few things here in the shop we're going to do today. I'm going to show you a little bit about what we've been doing, and then we'll go over and address what we're going to do today. So about last week, I decided to sand down the rod box. I repainted it. We're eventually going to end up painting the entire rig, but I wanted to work on the rod box to start with because we're basically going to put a big H2O mechanic decal on the side of this thing, which will be pretty cool. So got it all sanded down and painted. Not a half bad paint job, to be completely honest. But what we're working on today is the hoist, because we've got 2 winches on the hoist, but one of the winches, the sand line, didn't come with cable. So we had to get the cable, and that showed up. So that's what we're going to be working on. And I want to show you another thing. So that's our cable. Okay. We moved the hook. And then while I was up here actually welding on the hook, I noticed this, which is kind of frustrating. So we've got a rust spot here. Well, you can see here the rust travels this direction. Come down here, you got more. And then you move up here, it's all rust. So it's all underneath the paint. So it's like didn't get cleaned or didn't get primed well enough, or the paint broke or whatever. We're gonna grind it down, get all the rust off of it, reprime it, and then paint it again to where we can try to prevent any of the rust from spreading on this channel. And then I noticed another spot of rust on the lower drum where the cable's got to go. See it right there? So I'm going to roll this drum around, and I'm going to basically do the same to that. I'm going to clean all the rust behind it. Try to do a little bit of preventative maintenance. It shouldn't be this way, but it is. And if we let it go, then it'll end up looking like our old hoist, and it's just, you know, a bunch of rust with paint underneath it. Or a bunch of paint with rust underneath it, however you want to look at it. But that's what we're going to be doing today. Alright, well, Mike's been working on this for about 20 minutes. He's already got it looking really good. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Good thing to catch it now so it doesn't spread. Alright. I'm going to have to move this wood so I can get all the way up in there. Alright, and I think what we're going to do, I think what we'll do is we'll take a metal bar and we'll slide it through that, and then we'll put it right here on these hooks, and we'll set the cable on there, and then just kind of winch it and run the winch around that. So we've been working on this for, I don't know, a couple hours. And we found even more, so we decided to keep cleaning. And you know, it's new, and what I think, and I don't know, you know, it's just me speculating. So this piece here and this here, right? So this is your big channel, and then this is welded on top of it. And I have a feeling maybe they didn't clean it when they decided to stitch weld it, you know. And then when they painted this thing, the 2 pieces of metal here and then here got welded together, and then the rust, you know, nothing you can do about it. So you can see here, we were just tapping it with a hammer, and the paint just flakes right off, right? And you can still see that just comes right off. And then up under here, you can see where it journeys right on. So we're gonna try to clean it up as much as possible. See right here, it's doing the same thing. And maybe that's just me being nitpicky, but I don't want this thing to look like a big old pile of rust in 5 years. And being that we rarely use the crane, if it just sits out underneath, you know, the overhang, next thing we know is all this stuff's going to spread. So my thought is, let's go ahead and just clean it now. And I've been working on this side. Let's see, there's another. Got to address that too. My camera's starting to die on me. And then over here we started working. All this would just tap out with a hammer. And so I just simply ran the wire wheel down it. And see, I think even right here, that's very, very light rust. And I stopped right here. This didn't chip off with a hammer. This is actually pretty good all the way up. But if we look on the bottom, we're getting the same thing. It's all pretty much in that seam of where they welded that support brace on. So we're just cleaning up what we can. And then areas where we don't, we'll deal with that at a later date. But I think the paint that I used over there on the drilling rig is going to be damn close of a match for this. Because I used just rattle can on this over here, and that's not far off. You can see the two different paint codes. My weld looks like absolute garbage on the back side of that. I had a problem with getting my gun in the right angle over there, and stuff wasn't acting right. But not bad, not bad. Cool. We're running out of daytime today, so we'll finish cleaning up, you know, all these spots tomorrow, and then we'll go down through it, rub it down with some acetone. We'll put some what do you want, a red oxide primer on it. I'm going to tape it up real well, and we'll hit each spot individually. I think red oxide primer is actually supposed to help prevent rust. So once we have all the surface rust cleaned off from underneath this paint, then we have it primed. Then I'll get my automotive sprayer out, and I might end up just spraying the whole side of it to where it looks clean, rather than just piecemealing it. Not unless the paint matches within, you know, 1 or 2 shades. If I can get 1 or 2 shades close, I'll be all right. But I don't want to put, you know, candy apple red over fire red or something like that. But we'll see what happens by the time we're done. Not the wheel, I'm talking about the... Got a little bit of acetone, paper towel. We'll go up here and start cleaning all of our surface. Get it all prepped for primer. Then I'll come up here and I'll start taping it all off. Yeah, good stuff. I'll hit it with the air gun one time. And I got one of them microfiber cloths. I'll probably hit it to get any of the paper towel off of it. In a minute. Yes, sir. Just trying to do what we can, take care of our equipment. I want it to last my lifetime. I don't want it to start looking rusty and cruddy in 5 years. And so far we've made it 6 months, and I've already started to see signs of rust, so go ahead and take care of it now. Yeah. And the more we've done it, the more we've found. We found some up here, right there. It was all doing that at the front, so clean that. Right now Mike's working on the drum for the cable. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. About time for primer. All right, looks like we have got it all completely finished. Everything's painted. Actually, the paint match turned out pretty good. I'm not upset with it. You can see up here at the top, that's a little slight different color shade, but not too bad. Not too bad. And come back here, you can see I got the new cable all put on. Got it all wound up nice and neat. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Had that one little funky gap in the middle. My OCD was kicking in. But not too bad. Then we got our weight, our big heavy weight put on. Hunke sent us another weight for that side, so I got that all put on and a hook. What I think I'm gonna do up here, because this it rests on it, and I feel like it's gonna beat the crap out of it. I've got some rubber conveyor belt material. I'm gonna cut me a piece and glue it on there to where it bounces and hits on the rubber rather than metal on metal. But yeah, we come over here, we got this all looking good. Not bad, because see, all this used to be that primer. Turned out really well. Who knew? It just took 5 different cans of spray paint to where I could match the right color. And then what we're going to do, we're going to do H2O mechanic down the whole beam of the mast. And then we'll put our business logo here. So that's what the game plan is. Cool. We got about 5 to 6 inches of snow coming in the next 12 to 24 hours. So say goodbye to all the field. Figured I'd get y'all a short little video in because the weather's about to hit and we ain't got much to do. I think what we'll probably start doing is we're going to start prepping the drilling rig, and I'll probably start painting it. I think we're going to focus on the front bumper and stuff like that since we did the rod box, but slow and steady. Plus with paint, you gotta have a decent enough temperature in the shop. So luckily we got hydronic floor heat, so our floor here, it takes 2 days for it to heat up, but we can get this shop in about 60 degrees with flowing the hot water through it. It just eats a lot of water, or eats a lot of wood in the wood stove. But cool. All right, we heading out. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all on the next one.